Cause they thought we weren't streaming this shit. Of course we're streaming this shit.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 30.
Chris forgot about his kid. For this Madden shit, bro. Yeah, this shit's so real, bro. And what we turned the chat into is disgusting, bro. Yo, it's ridiculous, bro. Yo, dudes are really betting on other people playing video games. Games they have nothing to do with, bro. That's wild. What are we doing? Tits just lost over $100, bro. He's yeah. He's he might be pushing 200. Oh shit, that's crazy.
I wanted him to play this.
You can still play him, man. He's got that ego, man. Where the fuck is this guy? Probably something important.
What was that, dude?
No, I'm saying, like, where the fuck is Chris? This is probably something important.
Why is he out in the fucking street?
Right. I forgot to let him back inside. Oh shit.
Get some.
Damn, I gotta order food. Be patient. These dudes aren't patient. That's their problem. Yeah.
Not like this thing. I usually am. I don't know why. Maybe because
Thank God for Uber Eats, bro. Just playing, that's just the devil.
I'm ready.
Alright, give me 1 second. We on Uber Eats. Fuck Uber Eats. We were talking about it too. We were like, Chris, man. Okay. No, it's not. I don't need Chinese food, but what the fuck else am I gonna eat it this time? I know it's fucked up.
Where do you order from?
Sometimes it depends on what I want. Sometimes food wall, sometimes not food wall. Maybe the greatest walk right now. I've never been there before. Sometimes I order from Golden Temple.
Golden Temple.
Which is Golden Temple?
No, I'm saying yeah. I've heard of Golden
Oh, I thought you were telling me to order from Golden Temple. I was like, yeah, you're right. Pay a little extra. Alright, shrimp fried rice. Yeah, that sounds good. How's the little one, Chris?
They're doing great.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't cry. You can hear her in the background right now.
Yeah, for sure. Good for you, man. Fuck it. That's all she should be doing.
Yeah, no, she has like this weird routine. She'll eat, change her diaper, get her ready, go to bed, and she'll just cry for an hour before she goes to bed.
Yeah, whatever. It's her world, yo.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, nothing to you.
So she goes to little things that she knocks out in 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Gets up and does the same thing again.
Good for her. Alright, almost done, Chris. Duck sauce needs that.
Need it. Return it if you forget it.
Oh, for sure.
Return the whole order.
Say less. Order's been placed. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Wow. What a way to that Rams.
I'm good.
3. On second down, Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Butker now to kick this one away. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, they'll run.
Come here.
And that play
The
went
fuck
nowhere.
over here.
Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Damn, I can't yell too much. My roommate's left his seat. Yeah. But we hyped.
From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. D. Ford coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Rivers now on second down.
Come here.
And he fires one that's
Give me that.
intercepted.
Let's go, Eric Berry. Get the fuck off me, little nigga.
Eric Berry. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
As Kansas City comes back out here on offense, let's discuss the fact that they are now officially in the playoffs. They clinched by beating Baltimore last week 27-24 on that Harrison Butker game-winning field goal.
Yeah, went into overtime, had to come back and get it done. And look, we've talked about Patrick Mahomes all year long, and rightly so. In this game, 377 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the big deal to me, the comeback potential that he exhibits. Had to take him downfield in order to tie the game in regulation, then takes care of business in overtime. Did you see some of the throws that he made?
Yeah, the one where he was rolling to the sideline, golly.
And ends up throwing a no-look pass. He said that came from his time as a high school point guard in basketball. He is absolutely phenomenal, mature beyond his years.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So possession of the football back to the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers right now 10-3. Last week the defeat of Cincinnati. Close game, but they did win it. And Phillip Rivers, first time all year that he has not thrown for 2 or more touchdown passes. He had done that in 13 straight games.
Yeah, how about that? Big time year. Great protection he's been getting. Targets downfield. Obviously Keenan Allen is #1 guy. And lately, they've gotten it done without Melvin Gordon. They could get him back for the stretch run towards the playoffs, and they've got a big one coming up on Thursday night, don't they?
Yeah.
Headed to Kansas City. It'll be cold and crisp there, but what a big ball game.
A lot on the line. It's going to be fun to watch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Rivers. He's going to air one out.
That's Eric Berry, little nigga.
And it's intercepted.
Don't try him.
The free safety, Eric Berry.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Black 58, Williams. Black.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Room past the 20. Still going. They can't stop him. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On third down, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. He'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The busy night continues for Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They get it to him running left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their...
For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Williams running left. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Black 58 round.
They'll run it with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now they'll run it on the toss.
No, wrong
So
button.
2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Oh, that's wild.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
Sure.
But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And no way to get away. Rivers is dropped.
You're in the fucking bag, Chris.
Drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. You never want to give up a
bagged
sack.
up
From
right
the
now.
O-line's perspective, they hate it for several
They're
reasons,
bagged up.
especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. And they
Kicking
go
at the
to every
tight
job
end.
wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that
What?
uniform with no grass stains, no
the
dirt,
fans
nothing
don't
on
like
it.
the way I've been
But it's
playing
really,
the
really
first half.
difficult. You're talking about some
They don't make
terrific
fun of
athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 26. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we get...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
Got him, coach.
Caught for the touchdown.
Got him, coach.
Kansas City. Chris Conley, 49 yards. And the Chiefs have on their lead. Extra point safely
I don't throw
through.
the deep,
And that
bro.
makes the score
That's what makes
21 to
it
zip.
out.
Butker now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Facts.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at the 40. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. On play action, Rivers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week, and one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable, and again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it, but it's the way he got it done. I mean, how about it knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, He hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only two guys to have a 99-yard touchdown run. Incidentally, both of them Heisman Trophy winners as well.
And a friend of ours on social media, he sent out a post that said, and with that run, Derrick Henry locks up his second Heisman Trophy.
That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Hey. You got three. Three down.
Now Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the pistol. Here's Williams.
Oh, man,
no gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Z.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright...
Chris, I'm back, bro. My bad.
Side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
34878 failed application.
Did you tell Sony?
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count. I'm two, on one day on my 3rd, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my 3rd shift from a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. All never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like
crazy.
A punchline. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
That is cool. Alright, Chris. Later, man. Thank you.
Pull up, hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2